Hey fellow trappers, Steve here with PennsylvaniaTrapper.com. Going to continue our removal of our water-based trap dip. In this bucket here, have a trap, has the vinegar in. It's been soaking not quite 2 days, 48 hours. It's about 44 hours or so. The other bucket over here is my neutralizer. Put water and a box of baking soda in that. When I get done, when I pull this trap out of the vinegar and hose it off with the hose end, when I'm done, I'll dip it into the neutralizer. I also have another project going where I took have a trash can, put water in it, and have about 4 traps in it, and just plain water, and heating it up and boiling it, and hopefully maybe that'll loosen up the dip a little faster and come off, and we'll show that to you then later on. But we're going to take this trap out. Use the clothes hanger, just bend it, use it as my hook. Looks like some of it has already started coming off the jaws, and the rest of it looks pretty slimy looking. So hopefully when it hits the hose, or the water hits it, it's going to peel it off here. We'll soon find out. Let's see how she goes here. I have to grab my hose. Oh yeah. Got a little extra time there, and length of time in the vinegar bath. Looks like it's maybe the cat's meow there. Peeling off there a little better, a little faster and quicker. And I've had some others do. Even coming off the chain and spring and so forth. Alright, now let's flip her over here to the bottom side. As you can see, looks like a slimy mess. We'll put the water to her. That's not real. That's just a garden hose with a nozzle on the end there that makes it more pressure. Looks like it likes to hang on the bottom side of the big pan. There she's starting to break loose. I'll move it around here a little more. We can get a better hit on it. Alright, well that gives you an idea how I'm doing this, and we'll show you the my other project here and so forth. That has cleaned that off pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and finish this then, and then we'll show you the other one later on. Okay, we got the trap cleaned off pretty clean off from the dip and so forth. That longer vinegar soak seemed to do the best job I've had on any of them so far. Have a little bit on the bottom of the pit pan where it was welded to, or where welded to the expanded pan and so forth. But now we're going to take it, and as I said, I had a neutralizing here, and we're just going to put it in there and leave it in that for a little bit to neutralize the vinegar and acid and so forth, to get it to stop doing its work. And then we'll take it out of there and hose her off again. Like I said, we have another project going, so we'll show you that after a while. Okay, this is my other project. I told you what I have is I have a trash can, have about 10 gallons of water in there. Some of my traps are covered. There's about 4 or 5 in there, and just going to boil them in plain water and try to get the water-based dye to come off these traps. Just do more at a time here and see how that works using a LP gas stove underneath, and going to try that, since you can do a lot more at a time if you're trying to get it off of a lot of them at a time without going to maybe I don't know how the gas expense would outweigh the vinegar expense if you were to put you know, 5-10 gallons of vinegar in here. I think one of the stores I'm at, you can get it for about $2.50 a gallon. So you know, there's $25 in vinegar. I think maybe I can fill my LP tank twice for that price. But we'll see how this goes. And I checked a few a little bit ago, and they were on the bottom, and it was taking it off from what I could see, and so it was coming off. What I didn't do was I didn't time when this started to boil. Now I just put a little water in there because it was getting down, but the water's still clear. I can see my traps. Fell on trapperman.com. Somebody asked how to remove dip. Everybody was giving him ideas because I guess they figured he used a gas dip, and maybe he did. I don't remember if it's stated or not. But one of the fellows said about just boiling it off in plain water, and as it gets black, just dump the water, put clean in, and start again, you know, bring her back up, get her boiling and what have you. A few of the other things for the gas would probably work. I tried it on this water base, but I think because of water base it didn't work that well. Was brake cleaner and carburetor cleaner. Probably on the gas ones, being that they're petroleum based, mixed with gas, and so's the cleaners and so forth, and that's what they're for. That probably would help on them. But like I said, I'm dealing with water base, and this is what we're trying to accomplish. And so we'll just keep updating things as we go along then. Well guys, had this boiling about 2.5 hours, and I have everything shut off, set the fuel off. I can still see into the bottom. The water didn't get that black and so forth. And I had scraped that off of the pan after I'd sprayed it with the oven cleaner. So that's why that's off of the pan there some and so forth. But as far as the rest of it looks here, I don't know if I take a wire brush and scrape a little, whether anything will come off of it. or not. Just going to use my hook here. Did seem to loosen it up. Feels a little gummy, but seems like it's still attached to the steel. It didn't come off like the vinegar bath does. So maybe the fellow was using a gas base dip that suggested just boiling it in water, but if he was using water base, maybe he boiled it for a long time. I'm not sure, he never said. But 2.5 hours worth of rolling boiling water didn't seem to do a whole lot here. Again, here's another one. Again on the pan there. I had scraped it off right after the oven cleaner I sprayed on. And but the rest of it's looking like the first one, and so we're sort of a green color now. And probably what I'm going to do with these is I'll leave them dry out and get some more vinegar and make a bigger solution bath of it. I can do more at a time if I want to. Put them in there, and I think it probably will peel off and again, here's another one. The dip turned turned to green looking and so forth than it was when it was on there as a dip. Now it did come off those stabilizers I welded onto the front there. As far as the trap part, now it had, and some of this is that stabilizer comes out front there to help when bedding and so forth. That only had maybe 1 or 2 dips in it, whereas I think the trap actually had maybe 4 on it, and that could be some of it. Could be some of it. But I can see the bottom. It's sort of a brownish color, but it's not that I can't see down through it and say we're not sure if it's showing up here. So we tried it. Like I said, may have had to do it longer, not sure. But this is what our experience is at the moment with just boiling in water and so forth. I'm not sure that is the answer, because I did take one earlier on out that wasn't as much stuff on, and I tried hosing off and it didn't hose off like in the vinegar dip. So I took that trap, put it in my vinegar solution, and it is now soaking. So when we run through the vinegar solution again, we'll update at that time. Thanks for watching.